going to run off. And then I'm going to say, give it up for your port and shopping expert, Elize. And I want you to all give the biggest cheer. Can we do that?
Yes.
All right, let's start. Don't mind me. Okay, give it up for your port and shopping expert, Elize. That was good, but I just feel like we could do a little bit better, okay? We're on vacation. We don't have to do anything this week. Just relax. Have a good time. So can we try it again?
Yeah.
All right, one more time. Me. I want Channel 13 to be jealous, you know what I mean? Like, give it up for your port and shopping expert, That was good, but one more time, I want everyone up in the air. If you've got kids, throw the kids up, you know. Right, make everyone jealous, okay. Final time, ready? 3, 2, 1. Wait, I need to run off first.
Good, jump up.
Everyone give it up for your port and shopping expert! What an unexpected welcome! Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Port and Shopping Show. Now, my name is Elize and I'm your port and shopping expert. Can anyone guess where I am from?
London.
London, yes, London. Now, has anyone here been to London?
Yes.
Did you like it? Oh, I'm pleased that you loved it. Well, if you haven't been to London, you probably have heard this one thing, that London is just this melting pot full of culture, right? So when I was growing up, I was hearing stories from my friends about where they're from, where their families are from, where they've travelled, what they celebrated, where they used to cruise. And from there, I just knew I had to go and experience these places for myself. So now I have a job that I truly could not have even dreamt of. I get to go to these ports, I get to experience the local flavours, the real culture, and then help you save time and money whilst planning your perfect cruise vacation. But anyway, that's enough about me. Let me know more about you. Now, how many repeat cruisers are in this room? Wow! Oh wow, loads of you. Well, welcome back everyone. Now, who's done the most? Hands up if you've done. Okay, I know Cece and Pete are here, so let's just jump up. Hands up if you've done more than 40 cruises. More than 50 cruises. 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. Elizabeth, how many have you done?
She was born on a
She's probably more than 150 cruises.
Wow.
Wow. Do you want to come up in here and do the show with me?
I like to work.
Well,
I like to shop.
I like to shop too. I'm going to meet really good friends this week. Well, Elizabeth, I just want to say this is not going to be the Port and Shopping Show that you're going to remember. This is a brand new show I've redesigned to make sure you do not waste a single minute of this cruise vacation. Now, today you're going to hear stories you haven't heard before about our ports of call. What to do in each port, what to buy in each port, and of course, how to indulge in the most famous tax and free duty shopping that I see guests from all over the world flock to take advantage of each year. You know what, actually, can we all just give yourself the biggest round of applause, right? Because you finally made it to your long-awaited Caribbean cruise vacation, yes!
Yeah.
You know what? The Caribbean, it's not just beautiful. It's colourful, it's vibrant, it's cultural. And when you do the Caribbean correctly, it's absolutely unforgettable. Now, as your shopping expert, my job on board is to help you do 3 things on this journey. We're going to discover, we're going to explore, and then finally, we are going to commemorate. So I'm going to break that down for you. Discover. I'm going to help you discover the hidden gems of our destinations. We're going to talk to you about which streets you should walk down, then which ones you should definitely avoid. And then, like I was saying earlier, how we can make the most of the shopping opportunities in Cozumel this week. And then we're going to explore. We're going to explore the ports of call and the experiences that are actually worth your time. So I'm going to talk to you about how you get to town, how you get around town, and then how you plan your day to make sure you fit it all in. Because at the end of the day, my job is to make sure you don't miss out on the good stuff. And believe me, I've been to these ports so many times, I know where the real stuff is. And then finally, we're going to commemorate, because we didn't just come this way just to take photos, put them on Instagram, did we? No, we're here to celebrate something. Now, who here is celebrating a birthday? Happy birthday, happy birthday. Anniversaries? Happy anniversary. How long you been married for? 50? Give yourselves a big round of applause. No, I'm hoping, is it the same person you've been married for? Yeah. But if you're not celebrating anniversaries or birthdays, you're just here to make sure you're making the most of your life, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and honestly, the Caribbean and Cozumel in particular, it's one of the best places on earth to take home something meaningful. Something that's going to tell this story that's, well, it's going to last way after the townline. So today, in this show, you're going to learn where to shop, when to shop, and even how to attend this week's most highly anticipated shopping party in our Portugal. Now, what you're going to learn in the next 45 minutes or so, it's going to be a cruise roadmap. Now, Channel 13, this is going to be your cheat sheet, okay? Now, we all know as well, I do love to give away prizes, so I do not want anyone to skip out early. Actually, shall we start with a prize now, yes?
Yeah.
All right, so, whoever can give me the biggest chair is going to receive very own colour changing t-shirt. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Congratulations! I'm just going to put this down here for you. Excellent. Okay, so before we dive into things, I'm just going to make sure you are all ready for success. So, when we saw Kate, we all saw Kate and Gabriel, yes?
Yes.
Great, and they gave you your shopping maps. Now, can we all get our shopping maps out? They look like this. Hold them up in the air. Brilliant, brilliant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are not just going to be a piece of paper this cruise. These are your peace of mind. Now, when we shop ashore, it's essential we bring these with us because what do we want when we shop, right? We want the master craftsmanship, right? We want quality, lifetime warranties, authenticity, yes? So how can we assure that we're going to get all of that? Well, these are the only stores that are recommended and guaranteed by Royal Caribbean. Now, this is the cruise line that you cruised with. Now, these are the stores that have been hand-selected and evaluated for everything we want and need. They have US-based customer service centres and they have buyer's protection. Now, whatever you do not be a rookie and shop off this map because believe me, there are still pirates in the Caribbean and unfortunately they don't all look like Johnny Depp, alright? So what we're going to do when we go ashore, we're going to shop on the map, shop on the map and shop on the map. Excellent. Now, the next thing that you receive in your shopping maps is, hold this up in the air. Now, this is your invitation to my Diamond and Gemstone seminar. That is happening today in Belize at 3 p.m. Now, this morning, like I was saying, I'm going to be telling you how to shop. This afternoon, I'm going to be telling you what to shop for and how to shop for in my Diamond and Gemstone seminar. Now, typically, this is one of my most favourite seminars that I host this week, and it's about to become yours too. Because I give away none other than my biggest prize yet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be $1,000 shopping spree in the #1 store on our map, FE Jewelry. Now, who here wants to win $1,000 shopping spree? Excellent, great. So with this, make sure you bring this with you in Belize at 3 p.m. And I'm not only going to be telling you about the diamonds and the gemstones that we could be buying, but I'm going to be taking you on an epic journey through some of the most beautiful things on the planet. I'm going to be showing you where you can put your money to see a noticeable difference in the way we shop for our jewelry this cruise. Because of course, like everyone knows, jewelry shopping is the #1 activity to do on a cruise vacation. But of course, you're already some of my favourite people, and statistically, the people who come to my show today and to my seminar, they end up winning the prizes a lot. So what I want you to do is where it says 3 p.m, I want you to have the best seats in the house, okay? Big cross, right? Put down 2:45, okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's recap. What time is my Diamond and Gemstone seminar happening in Belize today? 2:45 free. Excellent. I love that you're all attentive. Fantastic. Now, the last thing that you got in your shopping maps is your VIP request form, okay? Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is where the fun begins. Now, what is a VIP card and how you're going to get it? So, throughout this show today, you're just going to absolutely see things that stop you in your tracks. You're going to fall in love with them. So, when that happens, I need you to mark it off your VIP request form, because at the end, I take these VIP request forms and I turn them into a personal plan. So I personally point you to the right person, send you to the right location, and make sure you are getting the most exclusive savings and offers in our ports of call, even if I can't be there standing right next to you, okay? So what I want you to do is at the end of the show, I'm going to take these, and I actually have my entire stack of VIP cards waiting for you. Now this is where I'm going to save you the most amount of money this cruise. So you do not want to leave the theatre without a VIP card. Now, how does it work, all right? Well, I just want you all to imagine this. You're in Cozumel, okay? Now, you're in a store and you're looking at a beautiful piece of something that you want. Now, another couple come in. Now, thankfully, there are two of the same item. You have a VIP card. The couple next to you does not have a VIP card. Now, who do you think is going to get the better price? VIP card, yes, excellent. So whatever you do, straight after this, make sure you come and see me for your VIP cards at the back of the theatre this cruise. Okay, now, there's a few places you need to find me this cruise. Now, people on Channel 13, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds absolutely great, but I didn't make it to the show. Can I still get a VIP card? Or perhaps all of you just don't have a clue at what I'm saying. To be honest, a lot of people have said, hearing me speak, it's like watching an episode of Downton Abbey. Just the downstairs part, okay? So if you have any questions at all, make sure you come and see me at my port and shopping desk. Now, this is located on deck 5 in the Centrum, right next to guest services. Now, I am here most nights, but make sure you you keep to the Royal app to see what time my opening hours are. Today, I'm going to be there from 5:30 till 7:30 p.m. Now, there are a couple of other places you can find me if you cannot make it to my port and shopping desk. Now, number one, I want everyone to write this number down. This is 2222. What is it?
2222.
Excellent. Now, this is my 24-hour shopping hotline. So all you have to do is simply pick up any ship phone, dial 2222 with any questions you want, and it will bring you directly to me. So Channel 13, because you have missed this, make sure you give me a call on 2222 to get your VIP cards this week. And then we also have lucky channel number 13. And like I was saying, this show is actually being recorded for Channel 13. So can we all say hi, Channel 13?
Hi, Channel 13.
Okay, now Channel 13, it's a 24-hour channel. You can hear me speak 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you are welcome, okay? So make sure, straight after this, turn on Channel 13 and you can stay up to date with all the shopping information this week. Now, before we start diving into what are the best things to shop for, what are the best things to do, I want to answer, why do people shop on a cruise? Well, there are several reasons. Now, number one, it is tax and duty free, even when we are in port. So, of course, that means you're not paying any taxes, you're not paying any duties, and the savings, well, they're built right in, right? But where you see the most amount of savings is actually by the volume of sales that you see. So, I want you all to think about your local jeweller at home, okay? Now, how many people do they see a week? Anyone? Not many, right? You know, a couple of 100 people max, right? So, a month, that's, let's say 1,000 people, okay? This ship, it sees 2,000 people a week, so that's 8,000 people a month. But in Cozumel, they see anywhere between 4 to 6 ships a day. So that can be anywhere between 8,000 and 40,000 people. So they have to cater to the masses. So they do not have to mark up like these other stores. These other stores, right? They're going to mark up items by 200%, let's say. Sell 1 or 2 items because they have to do that to keep their lights on. In Cozumel, all they have to do is mark up a little. They're selling a lot of items, which overall is going to pass the savings down to you. And then because they are catering to the masses, the selection and the volume you are going to see is absolutely second to none. Now, when you go into the Effie Boutique, which is the only store we're going to recommend for our jewellery this cruise, I guarantee you that each and every single person here can find a beautiful piece they can take home with them that suits everyone's background, their budget, and their style this cruise. And then finally, it's fun, right? There's a reason we have coined the phrase retail therapy, because when we shop, it makes us feel good, right? It releases endorphins, and Why are we on a cruise? We're here to have fun, right? Great, and this is why everyone shops on a cruise vacation. So let's dive into it. Now, you're going to be thinking, Elize, Cozumel is our last port. Why are we talking about Cozumel first? Well, Cozumel is going to be our only shopping port this week. There is no shopping in Costa Maya. There is no shopping in Belize. And there is no shopping in Roatan. Whatever you do in Cozumel, make sure you set aside some time to go and do some shopping this cruise. Now, I love Cozumel. Now, Cozumel, it actually translates to land of the swallows. So it was once believed that the goddess of fertility and the moon used to live there. So all the old Mayan women, they actually used to send all their younger women to the island to visit once in a hope of prosperous childbirth in future. But I do hope that's why we're not all here, right? We're not all here to send our kids off to the childbirth in future. No. What we're going to be doing in Cozumel is, of course, we are going to be shopping, and shopping. Now, I'm just going to tell you about the number one excursion in Cozumel, and that is going to be my shopping party. So we move together, we shop together, and I show you exactly where to go. So you're not wandering, you're not guessing, you're not thinking, is this the store Elize said was safe? Is this the one you said we should avoid? Now, when you're part of this party, you're going to receive a VIP wristband. Now, with the VIP wristband, these local retailers, they know you're with me, and I may be small, but I am mighty. So you're automatically going to get the best deals. You're going to get the best offers, and we're going to go and find out where the best tequila is. We're going to go to the place where you can get some rum cakes. And of course, I'll be there to help negotiate on your behalf for your beautiful pieces of jewellery this cruise. Now, what we're going to do is a complimentary excursion. We all meet at my desk at 9:15 a.m. Once again, located deck 5 in the Centrum, right next to guest services. And we go and see Cozumel under my eyes for about 2 hours. So straight after this show, make sure you sign up and we can go on the most fun morning this cruise. So we are docked right in the heart of downtown this cruise in Puerto Lagusta Pier. Now we are so lucky, okay? There are 3 ports in Cozumel. Now the other piers, the other ports, people pay like $20 just to get to the downtown. We are docked right in the heart of downtown. So this is the only place you can get the most authentic tequila this cruise. The enchiladas that are just going to make your mouth melt. And, you know, the best shopping excursions, the best beaches, the best locations ever. So whatever you do, I've got a little phrase. I say, get the flip off the ship, okay? Especially in Cozumel. This is, get the flip off the ship, because this is the most authentic Mexican culture, this entire cruise vacation. But like I said, I'm going to help you explore and navigate our way through the ports of call. So now there is only one way. We're going to make our way through the pier and through the downtown. So I'm going to give you a little watch. So we're going to go up the escalator first. Now there is another escalator, but you guys, you're smart, you came here. You're going to avoid that escalator, keep walking all the way back to the end of the port. And then we have Del Sol. Now Del Sol I'll talk about later. Then we make it right to the downtown area of Cozumel. Now, as much as I love Cozumel, as much as it's my favourite port, there are a few scams, there are a few people that are going to try and take your money and put them in places that you don't want to do it. So there is one way we are going to navigate our way through the downtown area. So, this is what we're going to do. Number one, we pick up our margarita, okay? Why? Because we're on a Mexican cruise vacation. And then we are going to walk on the left-hand side of the road, okay? We're going to walk all the way down. We're going to have the sun on our skin, the wind in our hair. We're going to keep walking, keep walking, keep walking until we get to the best photo opportunity. Now, this is going to be 2 massive golden eagles, and in one single frame, you can have the eagles, the ship, and the ocean. And then we cross the road, we make our way back to the pier, and that is when we start doing our shopping. Now, why are we doing it this way? This, ladies and gentlemen, Psychology 101. Now, when you're walking towards them, this is when the local retailers, they're going to start trying to get you to come into their stores. They're going to try hustle you. When you start shopping and you're making your way back towards the pier, they think they've already approached you. They're not worried about you, they're worried about the people coming towards them. So this is where you're going to avoid half of the local scams this cruise. So let's practice, all right? We're not going to do shopping the first time. So the first thing we do, we're going to pick up our margarita, yes, because we're in Mexico. Then we're going to walk on the left. We're going to walk all the way down. We're going to keep walking, sun on our skin, wind in our hair. Keep going to the best photo opportunity. 2 massive golden eagles, and in one single frame, you're going to have the eagles, you're going to have the ship, and then you're going to have the ocean. And then we cross the road, we make our way back to the pier, and that is when we are starting to do our shopping this cruise. And now where are we going to start? We've got a little tune for this, start our day in 1A. What are we going to say?
In
1A. So we will start our day right in the Effie Boutique. Now, heck, you can go there in your bikini, in your flip-flops. Now, I don't know anywhere else you can start shopping for diamonds in your bikini, in your flip-flops, or in your pajamas and in your slippers this cruise. Now, we start here because we need the most amount of energy when we're shopping for our diamonds, and we need to give them time to start, resizing and making sure that you have the perfect items for your cruise vacation to take home something meaningful. So this is the downtown area. Of course, we're going to start our day in 1A and make our way back down to the pier. Now, let's talk about some of my other favourite subjects, food. So number 5 on your map is the spice and tea market. Now, they have every spice you can imagine. They have every tea for every ailment. They have teas that, help with arthritis, asthma, high blood pressure. You've got teas that wake you up, and then teas that knock you out completely. Now, they also have their happy tea. I'll guarantee you it's 100% legal. I just don't know what's in it, to be honest, but it's really nice. And then we have number 6. What drink is Mexico known for? Tequila, yes, so chili tequila. They have over 26 flavours of tequila. Now, with your shopping map, when you bring it in, you are going to get a free tester. And you probably have also noticed that there are 3 chili tequilas on your map, okay? So my biggest advice, you go into the first one, you try 10. You go into the next one, you try another 10. You can basically try all the flavours of tequila for free on this cruise with your map. But who wants to know the best one? Yeah? What are you going to do? You're going to get a peanut butter tequila. Then, a chocolate tequila. Put it together, Reese's Pieces tequila. Honestly, I treat myself to one after every Cozumel, and they know I love it so much, they're actually going to make me a bottle up for a go home. So honestly, go and test it out. It's absolutely delicious. And then number 7 on your map is Mayan Fiesta rum cakes. Now they have 11 different flavours of rum cakes, and they have hot sauces. Now, you actually are probably going to see me up in the Windjammer tonight with my hot sauce because they're absolutely delicious. Now I do have a VIP card for them. When you come to my desk straight after the show, get your VIP card. You're going to get a free gift just for turning up and 15% off. Great. Now, okay, that was a lot of information. I've already given you a lot of information that's just, it's already going to make your cruise a lot better, but let me just reset my energy, okay? Actually, let's all do it. Can we all just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out? Great. Now, can we all just close our eyes for a second? Close your eyes. I can see your eyes are open. Get them closed. Now, can we all just imagine the best possible outcomes for this cruise? Because let's be honest, you have worked so hard to be here. Okay? And maybe that is lying on the beach, that's drinking margaritas or shopping till you are dropping. I just want you all to know that you absolutely deserve it this cruise, because think about everything you take care of back home. Now this week, there is no cooking, there is no cleaning, because we are going to do everything for you. Okay, now what I want you to do, I want you to open up your eyes. Now I want you to say hello to the person behind you, in front of you, to the sides of you, because we're all going to get acquainted very quick, okay? Great. Now what I want you to do, I want you to turn to the person next to you. Even if it's your spouse, I want you to look deeply into their eyes. I know, you probably haven't done that one for a while, have you? And I want you to say, you deserve this cruise. Can we do that? 3, 2, 1.
You deserve this cruise.
Okay, that was good, but I feel like you're just doing it because I've told you to do it, right? Yeah? Okay, you know what? What we're going to do this time, because you know what, we don't give ourselves enough credit for everything we do, right? I want you to turn to that person again, and I want you to scream at the top of your lungs, I deserve this cruise. Can we do it? 3, 2, 1.
I deserve this cruise.
Oh, so much better. And I just want you to know that you absolutely do deserve this cruise, and you deserve to have the best possible vacation. Okay? Well, okay, after I normally get asked this question, right? From normally my first time cruises, is what is the number one recommendation when we go for shopping on a cruise vacation? And each week my answer is the same. Diamonds, yes. Now, the next question I get asked is why? Why does everyone shop for diamonds in a cruise vacation? And why in particular is everyone shopping for diamonds in Cozumel? Now, I'm just going to tell you about this story, about this one company, and it just changed the face of diamond and jewellery shopping forever. Now, has anyone here been to Saks Fifth Avenue or Macy's, yes? And you've fallen in love with a really unique piece of jewellery, yeah?
Yes.
It was probably Effie jewellery. Now, what I love the most about Effie is actually the story of its founder, Mr. Effie Hamatian. Now, Mr. Effie, he arrives in New York and he has absolutely nothing coming. He has a suitcase, he has a dream, and he has a young family he has to provide for. Now, his dream is to bring his jewellery pieces to life. He used to have an engineering background, but the creative side took over and he wanted a career change. But this wasn't like an overnight success story. This is a story of perseverance and determination. This is months and months of trying and failing and redesigning and failing again. And then one day, just everything changed. So this day, it doesn't start off with a positive day. This is, you know when you've had a bad day, right? And everything starts to go wrong, it goes wrong. Anyone had those days?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, this day, it starts out like this, sir. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, and most people, they don't even get out of bed. But Mr. Effie, he's determined. He is walking up and down New York's Diamond District, looking for buyers for his very first collection, and he just gets caught in this absolute downpour, right? So he sneaks under the nearest awning he could find for shelter. But this doesn't happen to be any old awning. This happens to be the famous awning of Saks Fifth Avenue. And then Mr. Effie, he looks through the window and he plucks up this courage, right? And he walks in and he shows his jewellery that he is carrying on him to his first jewellery associate he could find. This doesn't happen to be any old jewellery associate. This happens to be Saks International Jewellery Buyer. Now, she doesn't fall in love with just one piece of his jewellery. He falls in love with every single piece he is carrying in his suitcase that day. And now this just changes everything, because now 46 years later, Effie is the largest jewellery manufacturer to come out of North America. And then they opened their doors in the Caribbean and it just changed the game forever, because now they are the number one recommendation for diamonds and jewellery this entire cruise industry. And then recently they've actually opened a new flagship store, right where it first began, right in the heart of New York's Diamond District. And can anyone guess, right? What famous green awning stands opposite the entrance? Yes, the same green awning that Mr. Effie found himself carrying his suitcase that very day. So some things, they really do come full circle in life. But anyway, I haven't even told you the best bit, because now you have a shopping opportunity unlike any other when you shop in the Effie Boutique in Cozumel. Now, you ladies and gentlemen, you have access to something most people don't. And that is direct from the source diamond buying. Now, I know that sounds complicated, but I'm going to explain it to you. So, Effie, they are not any old company. They are a vertical integrated company. Now, I'm sure you all know what vertical integration is, right? Yes, but if you don't, let me explain it to you. So, does anyone know how many pairs of hands or how long the process is for a diamond to come from the source to get to your pocket? Anyone know how many processes?
11.
There's quite a lot, okay? So, let me explain. So, normally, you have the source, right? And this is where the diamond is found. Then you pass the source to the diamond broker, and that's you know, they have to cut it, they have to polish it, and then you've got the manufacturing process. There's like 3 to 5 steps, and then you've got wholesale, and trust me, there are many different levels of wholesale, and then you have retail, and trust me, we don't like retail because they just put that price up and up and up. And then they have taxes, and then they have duties, and then finally, you find a piece of jewellery you love, you bring it to the counter, but because you're in the US, they add sales tax. And then finally, it gets to your pocket. Now that was quite a long process, to be honest. My knees are hurting and I'm only in my 20s now. That's a lot of choices. But Effie, they cut out every single middleman. They source, they manufacture, they design, and they set everything in-house. Now what does that mean? Well, that means the price, they can stay low. And your job as retailers, as people buying jewellery, is you want to get as close to the source as possible. Effie source, manufacture, design and set all these gemstones. So you're buying a diamond that's gone from source to Effie directly to you. Now, this is not just going to be a better deal. This is a better way to buy a diamond this cruise. But anyway, I could actually just go on forever and ever and ever about the incredible shopping opportunities that you're going to get this week. But let's be honest, right? I want you all to do something for me. Can we all just think about your favourite piece of jewellery that you've got? If you've got it on, take a look at it. Now, I'm sure we all remember where we got it, right? I'm hoping you remember who got it for you. But do you really remember how much money was on that price tag? No, we don't, because we don't buy jewellery because of the price. We buy it because of the way it makes us look and feel, and well, there's just so many different reasons whilst we love a jewellery. Now, Elizabeth, can you tell me, what is your favourite piece of jewellery that you've got?
A cross from Athens, Greece.
A cross from Athens, Greece, and what does that mean for you?
It reminds me of the traveling that my husband and I did.
That's gorgeous. It reminds you of the memories that you have, right? Mary, could you tell me what's yours?
Definitely my Effie Tanzanite.
Your Effie Tanzanite ring.
Yep.
That's gorgeous. Now, I want to just tell you a little bit about my life and how I fell in love with jewellery. So it was about 5 years ago, and it was Christmas. And my nan, she sat us on the bed, me, my sister, and my cousin, and she took out her jewellery box. And she used to say this was her life's scrapbook, okay? Now, she got out every single piece, and she could tell me where she was when she bought that, what food she was eating, the dance she was dancing with my granddad when he gave her her ruby necklace, or, where she was when my granddad proposed to her with her sapphire ring. She could tell me what she was smelling, what she was wearing, what she was doing with every single piece. And from there I learned that jewellery, it's not just about how it looks, it's about the memories that it keeps with you and what you pass down. And I know eventually I'm going to have some of those pieces. Now, my nan is 95 years of age and she has dementia. She doesn't remember half of these stories now. But she has told me, and I now, when I eventually get these pieces, I'm going to hold the memories that she has and that she has connected to these stories and to these pieces. And that is why we buy jewellery this cruise. Sorry, I'm making me emotional, but at the top of your map, can we all just put down our reason? What would a piece of jewellery mean for you this cruise? Now just write it down, put one word down, it's just for your eyes, okay? Great, well, I know we've probably all got reasons to celebrate this cruise. So whilst we've got our pencils out, can we all do a big circle on number 1A on our map? Now, put a heart or anything you need to in order to remember Effie Jewellery. Now, when you walk into that store, I'm going to guarantee you it is going to be unlike any other jewellery store that you've ever stepped foot in. Now, what should we be looking for when we walk into Effie Jewellery? Well, I'm going to be telling you about some of the diamond essentials this cruise. So, if you haven't got any diamonds, the first thing I would recommend is getting a pair of diamond studs, because you can wear it with a t-shirt, you can wear it with a ball gown, and it's just going to enhance your look. Now, if you've already got yourself some diamond studs, then you get yourself a diamond necklace, because this is just going to make a triangle of sparkle. It's just going to make your smile feel better, and it's just going to absolutely make you glow. Then, if you have got the studs, you've got the pendant, then you get your tennis bracelet, okay? Now, your tennis bracelet, if I see a woman with a tennis bracelet, I know she's got her life together. Now, this is a whole in circulation of diamonds. So, if you've got the earrings, you've got the pendant, then it is time to get yourself a tennis bracelet. And then, of course, we have our diamond ring. So, can we all hold up our right hand? Now, this is the we ring. This is your me ring. All these rings, these represent you and your personality and what you love. So my favourite is going to be my panther ring. Now, when I was younger, when I was about 11 years old, I had quite a serious health condition. And, you know, if I look back and think about how far I've come from that girl standing in the hospital bed, all I have to say is I'm so proud of how far I have, because you know what, when I was that age, I couldn't have even imagined that I would be standing on stage talking about jewellery and cruising. And then this is why I bought my panther ring, because every time I feel anxious or nervous or scared, I look at my panther ring, and a panther to me is a strong, independent powerhouse of an animal. So whenever I'm having any issues, I generally look at my ring and it reminds me of how far I've come. And then of course on the other hand, that's going to be our we ring now. That's going to be your anniversary band, it's going to be your wedding ring or engagement ring. As we can all see, I've got none here, so if anyone knows anyone in the market, please let me know, okay? Perfect. Okay, now, if you've already got your essentials, I'm just going to talk about another diamond category. Now, this is lab-grown diamonds. Now, of course, I've been in this industry for quite a while. When I first heard about lab-grown collection, I was a bit sceptical. But then I heard about Reverie's lab-grown collection, and a whole new world of possibility, it opened up for me. So, does anyone know how long it takes for a diamond to develop deep within the Earth's surface? Anyone? Millions and millions and millions of years, right? We now have the technology to take an Earth-mined diamond seed. We apply the exact same pressure and heat and energy that would normally just take thousands of years, and quite simply speed up the process. It's incredible, right? Now, what are the results? The results are exceptional. Lab-grown diamonds for a fraction of the price as mined diamonds. Now, if you were sitting here earlier thinking, I don't know why she's going on about diamonds, I did not think I could afford it this cruise. I want you all to know that with Reverie's lab-grown collection, you absolutely can. Now, why Reverie? Well, Reverie, each of a Reverie piece, it comes with an IGI certificate. Now, this is the sister of a GIA, the GIA. So this means you are getting authentic lab-grown diamonds when you are shopping with Reverie. You know it's actually a diamond and it's not a cubic zirconia or a crystal. It's going to be like a mini passport that you take with your diamonds to know you're getting some amazing diamonds this cruise. Okay, now I'm going to talk about one more diamond category and then we're going to move on. Now these are yellow diamonds. Now, I love a white diamond, right? They sparkle, they glow. A yellow diamond, they glow. They glow from its gut. Okay, now what I want you to do is that what you're going to do, you're going to make a beeline to the Effie Boutique, and you're not just going to see the yellow diamonds, you're going to experience the yellow diamonds. So what you're going to do, you're going to get the biggest yellow diamond they've got in the store. It could be a ring, it could be a pendant, it doesn't really matter. And then you're going to look through the table of the stone. Now, the table, that's the top. You're going to tilt 20 degrees to the left, 20 degrees to the right, and you're just going to see this rich, warm colour. It's just going to pop up through the top, and it's like a galaxy just dancing within your diamond. And then what you're going to do, with the boutique's manager's permission, of course, you're going to run out into the sunlight, and it's going to turn this lemon colour, and then you're going to run back in, and then you're going to go to the deepest, darkest crevice of the jewellery store, and it's going to turn this champagne hue. Honestly, I'm just obsessed with yellow diamonds. They're just absolutely gorgeous. Now, Effie, they've actually made yellow diamonds affordable for everyone. So you can be one of the very, very few people on earth to own a yellow diamond with cruise. Okay, I'm just going to talk about one more category. Now, this might not be for everyone. It might only be for repeat cruisers or a couple of the first-time cruisers who just already have a large extent of jewellery this cruise, and I just want to add something special. So, as we all know, Mr. Effie, he collected mountains and mountains of gemstones throughout his career. But whenever he came across a stone that just was particularly stunning, he would make the EHNY collection. Now, this is the Effie Hamartian New York collection. So what actually happens with this is that these are very, very special stones. Now, normally when you create jewellery, you create a design and then you find the stone to fit that design. This collection is built the other way around. So they start with the stone, they admire, they study its natural characteristics, and then the designers, they create a one-of-a-kind, unique setting specifically designed to enhance the stone's unique beauty. And then when they create the jewellery, they actually destroy the mould. So it means that you forever have a one-of-a-kind, unique piece right in the Effie Boutique. And of course, when we're going to Effie, you can join me for my shopping party. So sign up straight after this show because we are going to be there. We're going to have free tequilas. We're just going to have overall the best time. And I will be there to help negotiate on your behalf. So that price will be dropped up to 60% off. And I can help you find your most beautiful pieces of jewellery that you can take home to mark this vacation off in style. But if you can't make it to my shopping party, do not worry. I'll be hosting tea time with Elize. Now, as you all know, I'm from England. Now, what do we like to drink in England? Tea! So I need you to bring a bit of my culture back here. So I'll be hosting a tea party. Now, these are going to be at 10 a.m, 12 p.m, and 3 p.m. What times?
10, 12.
I want you all to write that down on your maps, okay? So we'll be having tea times in the Effie Boutique. There's the only difference though. The teas, they're actually free margaritas. Okay. So come and get yourself free margaritas at the Effie Boutique, and I will be hosting raffles, okay? Now each one is going to be 5 drawings, and each one you are going to get a pair of diamond studs for one lucky winner. So whatever you do, make sure you make it to the Effie Boutique in Cozumel at what times? 10, 12 and 3. Excellent. Okay. Let's move on. Let's talk about Del Sol. Now, Del Sol is a store where everything changes colour in the sun. Now, I'm not even going to tell you about it actually. I'm going to show you, okay? So, right here, I have a nice, cute, high-quality graphic t-shirt. It's nice, right? But last time I checked, fish, they were colourful. Now, over here, I've got my light in the box. Now, this is going to represent all the UV rays in the sun. But let's see if it's going to work. Let's try again. Okay, it's run out of charge. I want you to take my word for it, okay? When this is exposed to the sun, the whole colour comes out. It's absolutely gorgeous. So what you're going to do, you're actually going to go in because they do have one in Costa Maya, and you're going to see this colour change for yourself. Now, when you get 2 t-shirts, you're going to get a complimentary tote bag. And I promise you, it also changes colour in the sun too. But, you know, I'll let someone else, you know, try and take their word for it. So, whoever gives the biggest cheer, again, is going to get their very own colour-changing t-shirt. Can we go? 3, 2, 1. Elizabeth, there you go. I promise you, it could be a crop top, but you can trade it in tomorrow in Costa Maya to go and get it. So everyone goes and gets their colour-changing t-shirts from Del Sol, but everyone also gets their souvenirs from Del Sol. They have water bottles, they've got hair clips, they've got nail polish. When you buy 3 nail polishes, you are going to get the 4th one for free. But let me show you my favourite item from Del Sol. Now, I want an ooh la la, okay? I want you to be jealous. It's London Fashion Week. Okay? Oh, thank you. Well, Del Sol, they do their Elize sunglasses. Now, of course, some of them change colour in the sun. They're from Del Sol. But these are polarised sunglasses. So this means they are UVA, UVB protected, which is like having sunblock for your eyes. Now, they also have anti-glare, they're scratch resistant, and overall it's just going to help you see all these beautiful ports of call a lot more better and just make that colour pop. Now, polarised sunglasses back home, they go for like $150, $200. These should start at $50, but I haven't even told you the best bit, right? Now, hands up. Who here has ever lost a pair of sunglasses? Who here has ever broken a pair of sunglasses? Who doesn't even know where their sunglasses are now? Yeah. Well, with Del Sol Elize sunglasses, if you break them, if you scratch them, if you lose them, Del Sol will replace your sunglasses for free for life. So straight after this, make sure you take advantage of my VIP card, because you're going to get 10% off 1 pair. But you're also going to get 15% off 2. So get one for yourself, get one for the missus, get some for the kids, because we all know how to lose things. There are over 40 different styles, so they're good for men, women and children. My ones, they are called Summer Nights, if you like this combination. But what I want you all to do is that after Costa Maya, you're going to get yourself your Elize sunglasses, and then come to my desk and show me which style you have got. Perfect. And then they also have their island cruiser. Now, who here likes a free excursion? Yeah? So, island cruisers, these are fully electric, zero emission scooters. Now, what you can do is when you go into Del Sol, you can actually give them a test drive with my VIP card. Now, I actually had a repeat cruiser a few months ago, and he bought himself an island cruiser. Then I saw him a couple of weeks ago, and I said to him, Larry, what is the best thing about your island cruiser? And he said, to be honest, Elize, it's turning up to that office every day with Sweet Caroline banging out the 2 massive speakers, knowing I am the coolest person in that office. So if you do want to go and get yourself an island cruiser, I've only got 3 VIP cards left, but this is going to give you $1,000 off and free shipping to the US wide. Perfect. Now I'm going to talk about one more category of jewellery, and this is for my coloured gemstone enthusiasts. Now, the most popular coloured gemstone sold on a cruise vacation is tanzanite. Now, does anyone here own tanzanite? Yes, Mary. What do you love the most about your tanzanite?
Oh, it's gorgeous. The color, just brilliant.
It's gorgeous, right? This
It's
is why I love
beautiful.
my tanzanite as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you haven't seen tanzanite, when you come to my Diamond and Gemstone seminar, I'm actually going to have my own personal tanzanite collection. So come and see it. It's this deep, rich blue and velvety purple, and it's just absolutely stunning. But with tanzanite, its colour, it actually goes further than that, because it's developed this rare phenomenon called trichroism. So what I want you all to do is that actually, after we go to the FE boutique, we're going to make that beeline to the yellow diamonds. Then we're going to go and get a piece of tanzanite out of the case. Now, when you hold tanzanite up to the light, it's not just the pinks, it's not just the purples, they have flashes of raspberry, right? And pinks just emanate from the stone, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, tanzanite, what I love about it as well is its story. Now, the way it was developed, I will tell you the full story in my Diamond and Gemstone seminar later, because the story is just, It's just absolutely beautiful. But what happened? It was developed by this fluke of Mother Nature, which just happened to happen in one place on the earth, and that is at the footfalls of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, like I was saying, it's only found in one place on the earth. When they first found tanzanite in the 1970s, there were 3 mines. Now there is only 1 mine. Now I will want you to think about coloured diamonds. Now, coloured diamonds, they were always exclusive and beautiful. When the Argyle mine shut down in Australia, what happened to the value of coloured diamonds, right? They went up, right? Now, I don't have a crystal ball, I can't tell you about the future, but what I can tell you is they've been looking for another mine since the 70s. They haven't found one. What do you think is going to happen to the value of tanzanite when that mine gets depleted? It's going to go up. Now, when I bought my tanzanite, I bought it, one, because I absolutely fell in love with it. But I also knew it was going to be an heirloom piece. I was going to pass it down from generation to generation to generation. And, you know, when my grandchildren eventually get my tanzanite, I know they're going to know 2 things about me. Number 1, I was a smart shopper because I bought tanzanite in the primary market. And number 2, I have good taste. So the best time to get tanzanite was 20 years ago. But if you haven't got tanzanite, make sure you come and see me straight after the show for your VIP card to become a tanzanite collector this cruise, or like Mary,
Yes.
to add to your tanzanite collection. Okay, now let's all talk about Caraloha. Now can we all scream, Caraloha? Caraloha. Now repeat cruises, I'm sure you know about it before. Caraloha is a store where everything, Caraloha is a store where everything is made out of bamboo. Now, you wouldn't actually believe that bamboo, like this, sounds like this hard material, it turns into the softest material on the entire planet. Now, bamboo, it's soft, it's cool, it's clean, and it is green. Now, bamboo is twice as soft and 3 degrees cooler than cotton. It's thermally regulated, odor resistant, and some of the most renewable resources on the planet because it grows up to 5 feet a day. So this makes it perfect for your apparel, for your bed sheets, and even your mattresses this week. Now, when you go into the store, you just have to go and feel everything for yourself. Now, they have t-shirts, they have underwear, they have socks, they have towels, they have bed robes, they've got pajamas. Now, they're gorgeous. When you get 2 t-shirts, 2 socks, 2 underwear, you are going to receive 25% off. Now, you know, my brother, I love him to bits. My baby brother, he plays a lot of football, right? Wait, let me just translate that for you. My baby brother, I mean my 23-year-old brother, still a baby because he's the youngest one, who likes to play soccer. Now, you can imagine he sweats a lot, right? I got him these t-shirts. My mum loves me for doing it because she doesn't have to put his dirty washing in the wash anymore, and it just feels super cool, super fresh, and super clean because it's odor resistant and thermally regulated. So go and test this out. Go and get your VIP card to receive the 25% off on your bundle buy. But what Caraloha is mostly known for are their bamboo bed sheets. Now, has anyone felt Caraloha bamboo bedding before? Yes, yes. Ma'am, what do you love the most about your Caraloha bedding? Yes, they're soft in the summer. They're actually softer than 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton. Now, honestly, they're just absolutely stunning. So I actually jump from ship to ship to ship. I'm traveling about 10 months of the year, and if there's one thing I refuse not to bring with me, it's my Caraloha bed sheets. I'm almost like a spoiled brat now because they are really, really soft. Now, like I was saying, who here runs hot at night? Put your hands up. Who here runs cold at night? Now, typically, these people, they married each other. So if you run hot, it cools you down. Now, if you run cold, it heats you up. So they have the thermally regulating properties. So I actually bought some for my mum, right? Now, my mum, I love her to bits, but she's going through that change in life that a woman has. And she was always saying that 1 minute she'd be in bed, she'd be absolutely freezing, she'd be, duvet over her head, like, absolutely shaking. And then 2 minutes later, she's having a hot flush. She's throwing everything onto my dad. My dad's waking up. He's not impressed. Nightmare, right? But then since I gifted them the Caraloa bamboo bedding, my mum says she has not slept that well since her 20s. But I've got a problem now. So my mum, she calls up all my aunties, right? And she's like, oh my God, these... I know I sound like a cockney. You should hear my mum. You won't understand her at all. She's like, oh my God, these are the best things since sliced bread. Now all my aunties want some. And you guys, you are lucky. You're going to get free shipping to the US and Canada wide. I do not. I now have to take 4 pairs of bamboo bedding home with me. I don't know how I'm going to do it. You know what? I'm probably going to have to buy myself a new suitcase. But what you're going to do, you're going to go into Caraloa and you're going to take advantage of my VIP card. You're going to get 10% off 1 pair. But of course, you're going to have to wash them at some point. So 15% off 2. Or get 20% off free. So this is a great present for the mother-in-law or for the guest that just decides never to leave. So make sure you make the most of my VIP card at Caraloa. But then I often get asked, Elize, is there anything better than lying in your Caraloa pajamas on top of your Caraloa bedding? And the answer is yes. Lying in my Caraloa pajamas on top of my Caraloa bedding on a Caraloa mattress. So Caraloa, they've actually created a state-of-the-art mattress designed to keep you comfier, cooler and cleaner this cruise. Now, with this has bamboo foam. So what this means is that normally with synthetic foam, the bonds, they actually break. So it means it gets stuck and moulded to your body. I actually also learned that over 70% of people who have back problems is actually due to lying in a poor posture over a long period of time. Now I've also got a question for you. Put your hands up if the last time you changed your mattress was over 6 years ago. No? 7 years ago. 8. I'm embarrassed for you, sir. I'm not even going to go any further. What I say is actually recommended that you should change your mattress every 5 years, because every 5 years it doubles in weight from all the dirt and all the skin and all the dead cells that you excrete and you sweat. So that's why when you actually get rid of your mattress, they normally say it takes another pair of hands to throw it in your dumpster. So if you are sitting here a bit grossed out about what you're sleeping on, it might be time to go and see the sleep experts in Caraloa. So what you're going to do, you're going to get my VIP card and you are going to go and see Jorge, and he is going to have 15 years of expertise, and he's going to help you find that perfect mattress, that perfect pillows and that perfect bedding to help you sleep a whole lot better. Because you know what? The best day, it starts from the night before. Okay, now let's quickly talk about Costa Maya. Now, Costa Maya is going to be your shore excursion and your beach resort. So some of the best options that I would do is, if you're here to relax this cruise, go and see the Mayan healing ritual. Now, this is a full body to earth, to mind to spirit, experience. You get a massage on the beach all day. It's absolutely gorgeous. Or go to the Costa Maya towns, highlights and beach break. But like I said, I was here to help you find the authentic Mexican culture. So go and test out the Mexican salsa class. So you get to make 3 salsas, then you go to a salsa dance class, and then you finish it off on the beach. But the number 1 excursion I'm going to recommend for you is the ruins. Now these ruins are some of the biggest, most ancient ruins in the entirety of Mexico. Now what you can do, you can go and see them in Cozumel, right? But that's on the mainland. It takes you 2 hours to get there, and then you're only there for like 2 hours, and then you have to get back and that takes another 2 hours. And from there, you just basically wasted the whole day. You can go to the ones in Costa Maya, and you can have more time to see the ruins, and you have time to come back and explore the port of call and go to the beach afterwards. So whatever you do, if you're going to go and see the ruins, make sure you go and see them in Costa Maya and not Cozumel. And then if you're feeling a bit adventurous, why don't you dive headfirst into some of the natural pools, or go and do some ATV tour jungle driving. And now if you don't want to go to on excursion, you can go to the beach. You've got Hayu Beach, you've got Malacon Beach, but the best one is Mahuel Beach. Now this is just 5 minutes from the pool, and it's about $5 a taxi per person. And why don't you go there? You just park up there for the day. You can get a sun lounger for like $5. They've got incredible seafood, and you can get a full body massage for just $25. So it's absolutely gorgeous. That's what I'd recommend doing. But whatever you do, make sure you make it back to the ship on time. It's going to be 4:30 ship time when we get back. Now, does anyone know what happens if you are late to the ship?
Bye-bye.
Yes, you become a local for a week. You're going to be lying on that beach all week. You're going to be sipping your margaritas, getting sunburned, because we're not coming back for you. So whatever you do, make sure you make it back to the ship on time. Okay, so this is your shopping map. So what we're going to do, to go and get your taxi, we're just going to walk all the way through the pier, and it's just right behind the taxi rank. Now, I was here to say that I will help you find the best flavours this cruise as well. So these are two options. Number one, Amarino Gelato. Now, Amarino Gelato is the best ice cream I've ever had. It's come all the way from Italy, and then about 8 years ago, they opened up a store in London. Since then, it's gone absolutely viral. So what you're going to do, for the exact same price as a cup, you're going to get a cone. Why? Because they turn it into this cute little flower shape. You get 3 flavours to choose from. My personal favourite is the organic chocolate. Kate's is the caramel. Go and test that out. But where the real flavours are, what you're going to do, you're going to walk directly out of the port. Then in front of you, you've got a small Mayan ruin. Right next to it is a black food truck. Now, I guarantee you it's 100% safe, it's 100% hygienic. Me and Kate, we go there every week. Now, for just $10, you're going to get these massive portions of enchiladas. The chicken enchiladas, absolutely delicious. Now, like I said, one portion says they fit one person. Me and Kate, we can't finish one portion between us. Honestly, for $10, it's a do not miss experience in Costa Maya. But of course, what are we not doing in Costa Maya? Shopping. Where are we going to be doing our shopping? Cozumel. Excellent. Now let's move on to Roatan. Now, Roatan used to be home to hundreds and hundreds of pirates. And one of the most famous occupancies was Mr. Morgan. Now, what do you think his crew called him? Captain Morgan, yes. Now, it's actually believed that there is so much buried pirate treasure still in Roatan. So when you're on the beach drinking your beer, you could be lying on pirate loot this week. So what I'd recommend your shore excursions are the Sloth and Monkey Sanctuary. This again is just a 10-minute walk from the port. You can also do some zip lining at the Sloth and Monkey Sanctuary. And if you're there to relax, why don't you go and get the shrimp boil? You can go to the beach and do some snorkeling. The chocolate factory, absolutely delicious. They have this coconut chocolate and it makes your taste buds melt. And if not, you can do some horseback riding on the beach as well. And then this is your Roatan shopping map. Again, we have only 2 stores that we're going to recommend. What is Del Sol and Cariloa in this cruise. I've added a bit too many things on this one. Right. Now, of course, I did say we are not going to do much of our shopping. We're only going to do our shopping in Cozumel. But I will also be hosting a slumber party in Cariloa in Roatan. So again, if you want to go and get yourself your sheets, you're interested in going to get your mattress and just sleeping a whole lot better and a whole lot cleaner this cruise, come and meet me the day of Roatan at my desk at 9 a.m. I'll take you down to Cariloa and I'll introduce you to the sleep experts and just help you have a night's sleep unlike any other. But if you can't make it to my slumber party, of course, we're on vacation, it's siesta time, right? I will be hosting a nap time raffle at 2 p.m. in Cariloa, and you can win yourself some beautiful bamboo t-shirts and some other bamboo goodies. So I want you to write that down on your Roatan map, 2 p.m. Cariloa, and I'll see you all there. But of course, we are not shopping in Roatan, we are shopping in? Excellent. And now Belize, this is going to be a tender port, okay? So I actually really highly recommend you booking a shore excursion via Royal Caribbean. If not, you have to queue for your tender tickets from about 7:30 a.m. Guys, there's over 2,000 of you on this ship. So can you imagine how long it's going to take you to get off the ship when you have to queue for your tender port? But if you are going to book it through Royal Caribbean, you do not have to queue. They're going to take you there straight away. Now, like I was saying, Belize is known for its nature. And it's diving and it's snorkeling. It's actually recommended. It's the #1 recommendation for diving in the entirety of the world. So what I'd recommend you doing, if you can dive, go and take that in Belize. If not, again, you can go and see some Mayan ruins. You can do some snorkeling. You can go and see some sharks. Or if you like to see the local town, the local city, go and do the train tour. Again, book it through Royal Caribbean. That's located on deck 5, just with shore excursions. But of course, what are we not doing in Belize? Where are we shopping?
Cozumel.
Excellent, you guys are great. So thank you so much for coming to my show. And once again, thank you so much for coming. I just want to remind you that today I will be hosting my Diamond and Gemstone seminar. This is going to be happening at 3 p.m. in Belize. And I'm just going to tell you where you can put your money to see a noticeable difference in the way we shop for jewellery. Because of course, jewellery shopping is the #1 recommendation to do on a cruise. Now, if you have any questions, come and visit me at my port and shopping desk. Again, this is located on deck 5 in the Centrum, right next to guest services. I'm going to be there from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And then straight after this, you are going to be signing up for my shopping party in Cozumel. You're going to see Cozumel from my eyes for about 2 hours. I'll be there to help negotiate on your behalf, and I will make sure those prices get dropped right down below. Because like I said, I may be small, but I am mighty, and these stores, they are scared of me. But of course, I will be hosting my tea parties, and this will be the #1 store on the map, Effie Jewellery. At what times?
10.
Excellent. So wherever you are, make sure you make it to number store 1A on your map during this time, so you can get free gifts. You can spend your $200 voucher that you were given when you walked in, and you can have another chance to win your pair of diamond studs. And then of course, straight after this, you're going to make a nice long line at my desk right outside, and you are going to get your VIP cards. Now with your VIP cards, this is where I'm going to save you a whole ton of money. So you might have to wait 5 minutes, you might have to wait 10 minutes, but I guarantee you it's going to save you a whole lot of time and possibly thousands of dollars in our ports of call. And of course, the #1 store on the map is Effie. Great. And I just have a saying, if you see it and you like it, you need to
Buy it.
yes, because it's not the purchases we make we regret, it's the ones we don't. And as much as I love the officers, I know they're not turning the ship around for a jewellery DIY disaster, okay? So thank you so much for coming. Who wants to win some prizes? Kate, could you just help this lady for me? Excellent. Perfect. So, the first gift we are raffling away is
Oh, the ticket?